day, everyone. I am Rail and Menuyas together with my co-reporter, Miss Annalie Gumapag, and our topic is all about how to describe and narrate. And my part is how to describe, which is the descriptive writing. So, what is descriptive writing? Descriptive writing is a writing that describes a person, place, scene, or thing in such a way that the picture is formed in the reader's mind. So with descriptive writing, it gives titles and it has 5 senses that is included, and they are the sight, smell, hearing, taste, touch, or feel. Now let us know how to use these 5 senses in descriptive writing.
Let's have a look in this picture. Try to imagine yourself physically being in this environment and try to use your 5 senses. Think about what you can see, smell, hear, taste, and touch or feel. Here is a simple way to describe the picture. I can see the green grass and the tall trees. I can smell the fresh scent of the blooming flowers. I can hear the birds chirping. I can taste the fresh air on my tongue. I can feel the wind blowing. As you can see, the description is very basic. Therefore, to be able to improve it, we need to use a range of language techniques such as interesting verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and effective vocabulary that will help to engage the reader and will also help them create a picture in their mind. You can also notice that each sentence always starts with I, and which is repetitive and can be quite boring for the reader. So, this is the improved version. As I walk through the enchanted forest, I am greeted with the fresh smell of scented flowers. Their bright colors glow in the sunlight. Chirping birds happily dance around in the sky as the trees wave their arms in excitement. The warm spring breeze softly brushes against my face as I walk along the freshly ground grass. Slowly, the refreshing air lands on my tongue, filling me with happiness. Now let's figure out why this description is way more effective than the basic one. Here are some examples. The use of the adjective enchanted suggests that the forest is magical and fascinating. And the adjective scented, it gives the reader an idea of how nice the flowers smell. The use of the verb chirping brings life to the picture, helping to create a feeling of happiness and delight. By giving the trees human qualities such as trees wave, further emphasizes how vibrant and full of life the atmosphere is. This is an example of personification. When we say personification, it is a figure of speech in which an idea or thing is given human attributes and or feelings or is spoken of as if it were human. Finally, the last example, the use of the verb feeling, emphasizes the extent to which the narrator feels a sense of happiness and delight. And that would be all about descriptive writing. Next topic will be discussed by Ms. Gumapa.
So the other kind of writing is narrative writing. Narrative writing is writing that tells a story. So from the word narrative, nagsalaysay ka. You tell a story and you define yourself as a narrator. Narrative writing, it can be both real and imagined. So, diba? Dili sa narrative writing nag-base sa true story or nahitabo sa real life situation, but it also sa imagination of the author or the writer. So, when we create a story, dapat it has a beginning, middle, and end. So, mara siyang isay nga na introduction, body, and conclusion. But when we create a story, dapat it's full of interesting details. Kay our reader or ang mga mambabasa, mas ganahan mo basa if na ay mga interesting parts sa atoy story. So there are 3 main types of narrative writing, which are personal, biographical, and fictional. Sa personal, you tell the story to others na nahitabo in your own life. But make sure na when we create personal story, dapat it really happens to a real life situation. So sa biographical naman, Nagamit kita diri ng second person because we shared a story from another person's life. And the fictional, the writer tells an invented story. Tungod kay it based ra sa imagination of the author or the writer. Like for example, Wattpad or the short novel. There are 5 parts of narrative writing, and it is setting, character, plot, point of view, and dialogue. Setting is talk about the location and time that take place on the story. Characters are the people, animals, and creatures that involve on the story. And there are 2 types of characters, which are the protagonist and antagonist. Protagonist is the bida or a character that facing the problem, and the antagonist is the contrabida or a character that causing the problem. The plot is ang pagkasunod-sunod ng event sa story. So naidya exposition, rising action, conflict, climax, falling action, and the dilemma or the resolution of the story. Point of view is also part of narrative writing, and it is a perspective of a person that told in the story. So there are 3 types of point of view, and it is first person, second person, and third person. First person is you are describing your own self, and nagamit ka din ng I. Second person is you are using other person. Nagamit na ka din ng you. And the third person, you are also using other person, but nagamit na ka din ng they, he, or she. And the last is dialogue. Dialogue is the word that characters speak. Kumbaga, language siya na ginagamit ng author to create a word para sa character of the story.